what happens if I click refresh. 1998? Surely couldn't be. Let's try this again. 1999? 1999? No. Star-Lord! 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 Look at this! Look at this! Oh my Star-Lord. Yeah, look at... Okay, press the button, press the button, press the button! Yes! 2,000 subscribers! 2,000 subscribers! Yes! Whoa! Oh, Star-Lord! Star-Lord, yes! Okay, completely forgot. Should we tell Iron Man? Let's tell Iron Man! Come here! Come here! Iron Man! Iron Man! Hey, Iron Man! 2,000 subscribers! Yeah! Oh. What a jerk. 2,000 subscribers! 2,000 subscribers! Yes! Thank you! 2,000! Yes! Yes! Yeah! 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 G'day guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again from Down Under. Yes, we have done it! We've hit 2,000 subscribers. I cannot believe this. This is honestly something that I never expected would happen with my tiny little channel that I started not even 2 years ago, but about a year and a half ago. Look, I say this every time I cross a big milestone. I know in the whole scheme of things on YouTube where people have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, this isn't huge. But to me, this is big. And I think it's fantastic. Like, when I started this channel up, I never thought I'd get, you know, 100 subscribers, let alone 2,000. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. And it's the next stepping stone up to the next big milestone. So, look, to all my old subscribers, thank you so much for joining me along this journey. Your words of encouragement, support, and your constant communication and involvement in this community that I'm slowly growing has meant the world to me and has really challenged me and has kept me going forward and doing bigger and better things. Thank you so much for joining me. Your support has meant the absolute world. To all my new subscribers out there, likewise, thank you so much for joining me. Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you stick with me for a long time, and I hope you're enjoying my content and everything. Thank you so much for your support as well as we go forward in this new era of my YouTube channel. I got a brand new name. We've hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling invigorated. I'm feeling excited and happy to move into the next step. Now, I've been promising for a little while that I'll do a Q&A once I clock over 2,000 subscribers, and I have been compiling all of your Q&A questions into a little document on my laptop right here, which I'm going to go through, and we're going to read quite a few questions today. We're going to do a really special sort of long Q&A here to celebrate 2,000 subscribers. Let's get to some of these Qs so that I can A them. Alright, we've got quite a few here, and we're going to get through as many as I feel necessary. Oh, we've got an email. We're going to get through as many as I feel necessary for this video here today. We've got a lot of stuff from a whole lot of members here, so let's get through some of these. Okay, firstly, Jeff B. This is a very simple one from the get-go. Favorite color? Jeff B asks, what's my favorite color? Blue. I love blue. Blue is a great colour. Jeff has been a subscriber for a very long time. Thank you so much for all your support, Jeff B. I'm not just going to read what's your favourite colour. Jeff has a couple of questions, so I'm going to read another question from Jeff. What was your first hot toy and how did you get hooked on them? My first hot toy, surprisingly enough, was actually Jack Sparrow figure from at World's End. I picked it up in like a second-hand sort of collectible shop here in Melbourne, and it just sort of started this huge obsession. I started collecting the quarter-scale NECA figures, and there was this, I went into Minotaur in the city in Melbourne, which is this big collectible shop, and they said to me, oh, what are you collecting these for? Have you seen Hot Toys before? And I said, no, I've not seen these Hot Toys. And he showed me, and I was like, oh my lord, these are so much better. And I just got hooked, and then I started doing research. So I was collecting the Avengers in quarter scale NECA, and then I realised that half of the Avengers they never even made in quarter scale. And then I realised these Hot Toys had done every single character I wanted to get in action figure form. So I sold off a bunch of my NECA figures, and I started collecting Hot Toys figures. And yeah, surprisingly, Jack Sparrow was the first one. He was the one that kicked it all off. I went, I like that, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to start collecting Hot Toys. So that's how that started. Okay, Let's get to another question from another subscriber. Spectral Grey. Here's another one who's been with me for a very long time. Thank you so much for your support, Spectral Grey. Who is your favourite Disney character? I feel like I've answered this in a Q&A in the past. We're going to answer it again. Mickey Mouse. Come on, the mouse. Who doesn't love the mouse? If that's a cop-out though, probably Snow White. I love Snow White so much. I adore her. She's my favourite Disney character. Spectral, I'm not gonna let him off that easy either. I'm gonna answer another one of his questions here. Are you going to watch Coco? What are your thoughts and expectations? I am going to go watch Coco. I think it looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous, cinematically beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great movie. Pixar, I feel like, have been touch and go for the last, maybe even the last decade or so. I feel like this is the one that's really going to put them back on track. Everyone loved Inside Out. I thought it was okay, but I think Coco is really going to be the one that's sort of going to push them over the edge, because it looks gorgeous. Max Wild! G'day, Max Wild. Who is your favourite Star Wars character? Oh, man. Han Solo, man. Han Solo is just cool. I love Han Solo. The number plates on my car says Han Solo, so I have to say Han Solo. Otherwise, maybe Darth Vader, because Darth Vader is just sick. Geo Kaplan, another guy that's been around for a long time. Thank you so much for your support. Besides The Last Jedi, which movie are you looking forward to seeing? Do you mean this year, or do you mean just in general? Avengers Infinity War, is that enough for you? Black Panther, is that enough? Oh man, there's so many great movies coming out soon. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm interested in seeing the Justice League. On one hand, I'm going, I didn't like Batman v Superman. On the other hand, I'm going, I really liked Wonder Woman. I'm hoping DC can find like a mid-ground. I'm hoping they can really get on their feet, because I love these characters so much and I want to see them succeed, and I want to see a Justice League movie that I like. I've wanted a Justice League movie since I was a kid. Ever since they were rumouring that, oh my lord, they're going to make a crossover between the Batman and the Superman franchise and it's going to be awesome. Since I was a kid, man, they've been saying this. I want this Justice League movie to be good. Yeah, so I suppose I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I hope it's good. Let's get to another question here from Harry Palmtree. G'day, Harry Palmtree. Another one who's been supporting me, following me for a very long time. Thank you so much. What's your favourite video that you've made on this channel? A little bit of a behind the scenes question here. My favourite video I've made. I've made a lot of videos that I'm really proud of on this channel. I'm really proud of my top 10 video that I did, especially like, you know, the bit at the beginning where I dressed up as Walt Disney. I'm very proud of that. I'm really happy with that. My little behind the classics things I'm really proud of. Yes, guys, I am going to be making more behind the classics. Just please bear with me. I need to write them and actually make them. They take a little while to actually make. I'm very, very partial to my Thor Ragnarok trailer reaction. Purely and simply for the fact that that got 31,000 views and made me 200 subscribers in like 2 days, which was insane, so I love that video. I also think the Road to Thor Ragnarok video that I did recently, I'm really proud of that too. It took me ages. So many hours of time, and I'm so proud of the results. Hasn't got as many views as I'd hoped, but it's still got quite like 4,000 views or something, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, like all those videos I love. They're the ones that I really love doing, and they're the ones that I'm really most passionate about, as opposed to, say, unboxings, product reviews, stuff like that. I love doing like the little documentary video essay kind of things. We've got another behind the scenes, another email. We have another behind-the-scenes question from John Ingham. Thank you so much for following and supporting, John. John asks, I have a behind-the-scenes question for you. Do you give yourself some type of time limit? How long you take to make a video? And have you made any video you wish you'd made a little bit longer? So I think John is asking here whether I give myself time limits to make videos, and if I've ever made a video that I wish I'd spent a little bit longer making. That's a good question. That's very in-depth, very good question. Yeah, look, on most cases, most videos, I don't put too much of a time limit on. Stuff like the Road to Ragnarok or the Behind the Classics, I know are going to take a lot of time. I spend the amount of time on them that I need to spend on them. I never go, that's good enough, I've had enough, put it up. I would never upload anything that I'm not proud of, or I'm not happy to upload. It's not just a reflection of my channel, but it's a reflection of myself and the ethic that I put into my work. Some videos take me 20 minutes to film and 20 minutes to edit. Some videos take me 20 minutes to film and ages to edit. Some videos take days and days, like full days to edit, like my Road to Ragnarok, my Behind the Classics. They take hours and hours each. I just put in the time that I need to put in the time. The only thing I can say, the exception to this, the Road to Ragnarok, I felt like I had to get done really, really soon. There was a time period where I wanted to get that up before the film was released sort of worldwide, and I had a time limit for myself. It needs to be online by the Wednesday morning because that's when it starts opening in the UK, which was the first market to get the film. So in that case, yeah, you kind of have a time limit where you go, I need to get this done now. The only other exception would be trailer reviews, trailer reactions. Trailer reactions do not get views unless you have that trailer reaction up within half an hour of that trailer dropping. Unless you're someone like Tyrone Magnus, who makes a living doing these reactions and knows millions of people are going to watch them. Someone like me, if I want to get my trailer reactions out there, I need to literally be on the computer at the time the trailer drops and go, oh, okay, I'm going to go and film this, get it filmed in 10 minutes, edit it in 10 minutes and get it online. I mean, it's crazy. It's like crazy. It's crazy mental. The Thor Ragnarok one, I feel, shot up. It got so many subscribers because it was unexpected. No one knew the trailer was going to drop. No one was sitting at their computers. No one had their cameras ready to film a trailer reaction. It just dropped. And then people were scrambling, oh my lord, set up the camera, do this. I was just lucky. I was sitting here at the time and it popped up and I went, okay, I need to do this trailer reaction. I did it. I had it up within 20 minutes. And then bam, 31,000 views. Something like the Last Jedi trailer reaction, everyone is sitting at their computer. Everyone has a camera set up. Millions of people have their camera set up waiting for that to drop to make that little trailer reaction. And everyone puts their trailer reaction up at the same time. It's very, very hard to get your trailer reactions out there. It all relies on luck and timing and whether people know the trailer's gonna drop or not. And yeah, they're the only times where you just have to film it and get it online as quick as possible. Mini Gold Hat! Once again, thank you Mini Gold Hat for supporting me. You've been a great subscriber to this channel for quite a while now as well. Mini Gold Hat asked, what is your favourite movie genre? I don't have a favourite movie genre. I love all genres. The only thing that I can't do is like horror slasher movies. It's just, it doesn't interest me. Look, I love all kinds of movies. Comedies, dramas, fantasy, adventure. Just anything that's fun, really. I love fun movies. I love movies that are fun, epic, adventurous, and just... Movies are escapism for me. They're not a form of high art. There is an art to making films, but to me it's not. It's not high art. It's a form of entertainment. And it's something that just takes you to another world and just helps you escape your life. It's escapism. I love all movies. I'm going to give Mini Gold Hat another question here. He's asked, what's your favourite or the best 4K movie you have in your collection that you've seen? And what is your all-time favourite Blu-ray? The best 4K movie I've seen so far, I have to say Passengers. I believe that was shot in 5K or something, 6K maybe, and then mastered in 4K. So it's not like one of these movies that's been shot in 2K and then upscaled to 4K. It's like a full 4K image and it is gorgeous. Other than that, Planet Earth 2 is simply stunning. I'd have to say Planet Earth 2 will probably take the cake, actually. Shot natively in 4K, processed in 4K, lovingly to be watched in 4K. Gorgeous, hands down. Blu-ray, I've seen so many Blu-rays that are just gorgeous. I think the transfer on The Wizard of Oz is stunning. Transfer on Casablanca is amazing. Some of those older black and white movies just look stunning in high definition. Old animations look gorgeous on Blu-ray. Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia, and even like newer animations like the Toy Story movies. Just stuff like that just looks beautiful on Blu-ray, high def. Only got a couple more questions here. We've got one from The Zombie Behind You. How would you rank the Defenders shows? Good question. The Defenders. Did I finish watching that? No. I don't know really why. I just stopped. I had like 2 episodes left to watch. I stopped watching it. I don't know why. I don't know if I lost interest or it just sort of wasn't in the mood or... I don't know. I enjoyed it, but... I've enjoyed all the Netflix shows so far, but some reason the Defenders I just didn't finish. How would I rank them? How many have we got? We've got 5 series there. So at number 5, we'll put Iron Fist. I felt it was very, very weak. I enjoyed it, but I felt it was weak. I liked the first half. I thought the first half was good, and I was thinking, why are people complaining about this? It's not that bad. And then I got really bored of it towards the end, so I put Iron Fist down the bottom. Next up, I would put Luke Cage. I loved Luke Cage. Again, another one that started so strongly and then just slowly fizzled towards the end. And I felt like the last episode of Luke Cage was an anticlimax. I mean, every Netflix series up until that point, their final episode was the longest episode of the series. It was huge, climactic, amazing. Luke Cage went out on a very soft note. The longest episode of Luke Cage was like the third or the second last episode. And the last episode of Luke Cage was actually one of the shortest of the series. So I felt like it just went out with such an anticlimax and a fizzle. And that just really to the detriment of the whole series for me. Next up, I would probably put The Defenders. I mean, I enjoyed it. I haven't watched it all, so this is like a review from someone who's not watched the entire series. I thought it was good, but it wasn't enough to keep my attention, but I feel like it was building up to something really special. So I'm looking forward to watching the last 2 episodes of that when I get the chance. Then I would put Daredevil. I think Daredevil is probably has the best choreography, stories are amazing, and I think from beginning to end, just an amazingly crafted action series. Fantastic, love Daredevil so much. I have a few problems narratively with Daredevil though. Sometimes I feel like there's action and fights for the sake of just having them thrown in there. Sometimes I feel like whole episodes just revolve around one fight. And I just feel like it's not the strongest narratively. It's a great series, like brilliant series, and I love it. But it's just, some of it just doesn't feel strong to me. Number 1, well, it has to go to Jessica Jones for me. I loved Jessica Jones from beginning to end, and I really don't have a problem with anything, and I don't have much to nitpick about it at all. Thought the performances were fantastic. Kristen Ritter, who's someone I really never thought much about until Jessica Jones, I think is spectacular. Her performance in it is just wonderful. I thought, above all, the narrative of Jessica Jones was just superb for television. Like, it was an incredibly crafted, wonderful narrative. It starts really slow, but I like that. I like a series that builds up a narrative slowly and just really takes its time in crafting a story, which is why I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've taken 10 years to slowly tell this amazing story, which is why I just sort of don't feel too much towards the DC universe, because they've rushed their story. They're trying to tell their story too quickly. And again, that's what I think I didn't like too much about Daredevil, is because it's trying to tell this story too quickly. And I just think Jessica Jones took the time in crafting a story, told this beautiful narrative with twists, turns, incredible characters, just a beautifully crafted series. We've got one from actually a couple of people here. Have been asking me about importing Blu-rays and if it's expensive and if you can import from Amazon US, etc, etc. I feel like I should do a full video just talking about importing and stuff. On the most part, importing from Amazon US can be very expensive if you're just importing 1 or 2 items. To really feel like you're getting a good deal on Amazon, you really have to place an order of like 4 or 5 items, because otherwise Amazon, you pay $5 flat fee international shipping plus $2 per Blu-ray. So it all stacks up. But if you're just buying 1 disc, you're paying 5 plus 2, so that's $7 shipping just for 1 disc. If you say get 3, you can split that $5 across 3 titles. Makes it feel like per disc you're paying a little bit less for shipping. So that's always how I do it. But I feel like I should be doing a video very soon where I just talk about how to import. I think if anyone's interested in something like that, like a guide to importing, I think I'll do something like that. And we'll get to one last question here from Bookgen6. Bookgen6. BCKJNS06. Bookgen6. I'm not sure what that stands for. I'm sure it's an acronym for something. Bookgen6 asks, what is your favourite Disney movie from each of the eras? Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, and the Renaissance. Golden Age, Fantasia, Snow White, my 2 favourites from the Golden Age. Silver Age, I would have to say probably The Jungle Book. I think The Jungle Book is just spectacular, just a fantastic movie. The Bronze Age, The Dark Age. I have always loved Robin Hood, Fox and the Hound. I thought they were great movies. Yeah, I really like those 2. I loved Sword in the Stone as a kid as well. In the Renaissance period, my favourites of the Renaissance period has to be Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King. Both of them. And my favourite of the new Renaissance era would be Moana, or Tangled. I think they're both spectacular movies. That is all for this Q&A. Got through quite a ton of questions today. I think this is the longest Q&A I've done, but it's deserving of 2,000 subscribers. Once again, thank you all so much for joining me and helping me celebrate 2,000 subscribers. This channel's only growing and growing from here. And let's do it! Let's reach the next mark, which is 3,000. Well, my first 1,000 subscribers took me about a year to make. My second 1,000 subscribers has taken about 6 months, and I feel like my third 1,000 should only take 3 months to make if we keep tracking at the same speed. Who knows? So, if this is the first video of mine you've watched and you'd like to see some more, then please, after the jump, hit that big old subscribe button, give me some support, and help me on my way to 3,000 subscribers. I can't wait to get there. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you once again for joining me, and once again, thanks so much for all your support from whenever you have joined me along on this journey. To my new subscribers out there, thank you for joining me again. Welcome to the channel. Your support is really appreciated, and I can't wait to see all of you guys sticking along with me as we continue forward. To absolutely everybody out there, look, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though, guys, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.